guys, how's everybody doing today? With Christmas Eve being 1 week away, yep, it's next Sunday already, I wanted to do a really fun and hopefully useful video for you guys today. I wanted to do 5 ideas of DIY Christmas decorations for you, and they all look absolutely spectacular. They are great. They are not too hard to do. Some of them maybe are a bit more time consuming, but it's nothing too hard. It's stuff that you can do by yourselves or also with your kids if you have any and you want to get them involved in more Christmas related activities. And yeah, I think it's just a great fun way to get all the family involved. And for this, I brought you guys here to my work area, desk, study, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, I have all my supplies behind me. I am really excited to share these ideas with you guys. And I got most of them off Pinterest and then just like maybe did a little twist of my own. And yeah, what can I say? I hope I am just as handy as the people that originally came up with these ideas were. And hopefully they're going to turn up just as well as they did in the pictures. Come on, let's get started.
For the first DIY, you will need a simple mason jar. Mine just happens to have Rudolph's Bakery written on, which I think is just extra awesomeness for a Christmas related video, but it can be just a totally simple one. As you can see, I've taken the sticker off the lid so it will be completely clean, and I'll also be removing the orange rubber band that's used to help keep the jar tightly sealed. We won't need it. Oh, and as you can see, I've already sprinkled a bit of glitter on the bottom of the jar. Completely optional, but I like something glittery when it comes to Christmas decor. Okay, so next we'll take a string of waterfall fairy lights, some very simple battery operated ones that you can keep as they are as a string, or you can also uncoil them to make a bit of a ball out of them. After putting the batteries in and switching the lights on, we'll place them inside the jar. Make sure to place the battery pack first. This is important and you'll need to keep the actual lights out for now because we need to first camouflage the batteries. For this you can use anything snow-like. Cotton balls, artificial snow in a can, or even white feathers, which is what I went with. I have them from another Christmas ornament, by the way, that unfortunately broke. So just place them in, making sure to cover any trace of the batteries. Just play around with them until they're totally covered. And then you can put the lights in. Next we're taking another Christmas ornament. It can be a tiny Santa or a reindeer, Christmas tree, you know, whatever you like. I chose a half pine cone, half snowman ornament, which I just now realized how weird it must sound like. But it's really cute though. Make sure that it does fit inside the jar on top of the lights, even when you close the lid. And voila! As a final touch and a little something extra, I'm also decorating the lid. It's a very simple trick, just taking a snowflake ornament and gluing it to the lid, also covering the glue marks left from the old sticker. But you can go again with anything else you like if your lid is completely clean. For the second decoration, you will need a flower vase or bowl. It does help if it's a tiny bit see-through like this one, and you'll see why later on. I chose some snowflake stickers to decorate the bowl with. You know, the same kind that I had put on my sweater. If you remember, I showed it to you in the What's in My Bag video, my ugly Christmas sweater. And I added a bit of extra glue on the bag just to make sure that they really stuck and they press hard. Keep it as minimalist or as rich as you want. Then I took a champagne gold colored ribbon and tied it around the base of the bowl for some extra decoration. You can always fake a pretty bow by just tucking the ends into the wrapped around ribbon. Then we're going to place another set of fairy lights inside, you know, just to get that warm, glowy feeling and have a bit of lit from within look. Then you can finish the decoration by adding a large candle. I went with a really simple white one, but you can choose more ornate ones if you prefer. Ta-da! The third decoration is going to be the most complex and time consuming, but it's really not hard to do. You will need a lot of baubles, and I do mean a lot. Then you will need a wire clothing hanger, and you will need to untwist the area right there at the neck, let's say. You will need a bit of force, but come on, I still managed to do it, and I'm clearly no Rambo. Then you'll also need to pull on the base so you give it a more rounded shape. And then you can start adding your ornament to the wreath frame. You can go with baubles of all shapes, colors, or sizes for variation. I stuck with a palette of gold, silver, white, and red here to match my Christmas tree as well. Since I couldn't get the wire to be completely smooth, I did have a few corners that I needed to get the ornaments past. And I noticed that twisting them around the wire worked best to help them go forward and not get stuck. However, those same corners actually help your ornaments from not all falling around the base when you hang the wreath, so I wouldn't really get too precious about smoothing it out perfectly. And then you'll need to just keep adding baubles and keep adding them until your wreath is nice and thick and until the wire is not visible anymore. finally, just twist the wire back where it was as tightly as you can. And to mask that whole area, add a pretty bow. You can also keep adding bows or pieces of tinsel to mask any wire that's left visible between the ornaments. And you've got yourself a very beautiful wreath ready for the hanging. For our next DIY, a paper ornament, you will need a round glass, a pen or a pencil, a pair of scissors, and any kind of colorful or printed pages of books, posters, magazine flyers, whatever you have on hand, and whatever you think looks decorative. I saw this type of ornament being made out of vintage books on Pinterest, but being a fashion lover, I always have magazines on hand and figured they would look pretty colorful and festive. First, choose a page that you would want to add to the ornament and use the glass to trace a round shape on it. Try not to press the pen down too hard to avoid leaving any marks on the paper circle. Then just cut the circle shape out with the scissors. Do the same on a few more pages and try to choose a mix of images and copy to make it more interesting. I cut out 4 circles, but you can do 6, 8, 12, whatever you want. You'll just get a plumper bauble. Then you need to fold the circles in half so you get semicircles and start gluing them together on the side. You will then need to glue the halves of the ornament, let's say, together at the center. And while you're at this step, don't forget to also add a little string to help you hang the ornament on the tree. Very easy, I think, and super festive. And now, for our final Christmas DIY, a Rudolph the Reindeer tree ornament. You will need a completely simple bauble, a black eyeliner, red lipstick, and some bronze or copper spray paint. Matte would be ideal. First, you need to completely spray the ornament with the paint. Make sure you lay down some old newspapers or anything like that on the surface you're working on to avoid getting it dirty. Then leave it to dry completely, and mind you, it can take anywhere from an hour to overnight depending on how much paint you added. Make sure to hang the ornament somewhere it doesn't touch anything else, and also make sure to lay papers underneath it because the paint might still drip. When it's completely dry, it's time to get to painting. Of course, you can use acrylics, but I figured, since this is still a style lover's ornament, I would use actual makeup. Glam Rudolph much? Anyway, be sure to only use makeup that you won't use afterwards on yourself, or use brushes to transfer the pigment onto the ornament, because I'm pretty sure you won't be wanting to put on eyeliner that has been swiped on a chemically painted surface. I kept it quite minimal. I was inspired by a Pinterest Christmas present wrapping idea and just did the eyes, the antlers, and the nose. But of course, feel free to add more details if you like. I think even Santa would be proud of this cute Rudolph, don't you?
So, these were my 5 DIY Christmas decoration ideas. I really hope that you guys liked them. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you found it useful. And maybe now it inspired you to create your own unique Christmas decorations. And if you make your own ornaments as well, or if you have any, special traditions or any ideas or anything that you do around this time of the year, then of course feel free to leave it in the comment box below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I really hope that you enjoyed this one, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe as well if you haven't already, and then you will get notified every time that I upload new videos. And yeah, let's stay tuned for next week's one. I'm really excited to do it. I have some really great ideas, and I hope that I will manage to surprise you guys a bit. Thanks everybody, and have a really great week. Bye!